Hey guys, my name's Steph, I'm Botanist Cool. Today, I'm here with the one, the only, the master of everything, Ace Attorney.
Katie!
Hey
Every
there.
time I debate whether or not I should just deny it.
I think you just stopped denying because I keep pressing it onto you, just like, Katie is the master.
Because I'm gonna get something like fucking wrong, and then there'll be egg on my face.
Well, guys, believe it or not, we're continuing with the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, where we are going to be in the third chapter of the first game, which I think has how many games is the first? How many chapters does the first game have?
Is it 5 maybe?
And the first 3 are basically tutorials, though, is what I'm aware of, right?
Trying to think. It has at least 5.
That's at least 5. Okay, cool.
I think it's 5.
That's great. I'm excited to see. Oh, and guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to post the thing on Twitter. I'm just gonna break stream, and then just put my link. God, I'm so good at this advertising stuff. Alright, cool. Alright, so there's at least 5. I'm excited to see this one because I know there is a third thing we have to deal with coming up next.
Yes, I spoiled you, sorry.
We have to now deal with an executioner, which I'm very excited.
Sure.
We can get executed the moment we say something wrong in England, you know. If I say the queen, who obviously the queen in this time was the queen who just died like last year, right? If I say the queen is not up to snuff, they will just execute me as Naruhodo. So that's how this game works. So there's always like little traps, from what I'm understanding in the game, where you can be like, oh yeah, the queen's not important.
I know you're memeing, but this is Queen Victoria era.
No, definitely Queen Elizabeth. She's been around since the 1800s.
I mean, she's not the first Queen Elizabeth, right? So
yeah,
it could be another Elizabeth, except it's not. It's Queen Victoria.
I mean, fair enough. Do we get to meet the queen in this game?
No.
What about the next game?
No.
Damn it. All right, well, I tried.
You don't get to meet the queen.
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. fucking Ryunosuke. Hey, welcome on, Jim. Fucking Ryunosuke going up to the queen's palace with his katana in hand, like, I must meet the queen!
By the way, Steph, I think you would like Harvestella.
Oh, you think I would like Harvestella?
I think you would.
I'm gonna have to take a gander at it more closely.
For reasons.
For reasons. Okay. Are you telling me there is a woman who could kick my ass in there and I could date her?
I don't think... I think they took out dating from Harvestella. At least that's what my friend told me, but...
But there's a woman who could kick my ass in there that I would simp over? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much everyone could, but no, that is not the main reason, actually.
Okay, fair enough.
They're all in that Final Fantasy art style, so...
Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, let's go.
Although, hey, it lets you be non-binary and choose, like... Even if you choose, like, female, you can still choose a masculine body type.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's really good.
That's really cool. The Runaway Room.
Glancing over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter.
And that's what kids are saying now. Glancing over my records of the late last century.
In a carriage, as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night. Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner. My friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, once said of the incident,
I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude.
So who's speaking? Is this John Wilson speaking?
Student and I were to play together.
No, this is Herlock Sholmes of the book.
This is... Okay.
The books are not... You'll see.
Amazing. Is this really just a railway station? Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
Look at him all
Look at
grown
the
up.
Steam locomotives.
It's been like a month.
This country is incredible.
Oh, it looks so like travel wanderlust bound. I love it.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure. I suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
From abroad, eh?
Also,
I have to speak like this from now on whenever I have an NPC, eh? Governor, eh?
and welcome.
Finn, my love!
Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
Thank you for the sub in 18 months. Ooh, you are my little pog champ, Finn. How are you today?
I hope you saw the birds.
I did see the birds, yeah. Are the birds the murderer?
You solved it.
I did it, yes! How are you, Finn? So when the courtroom case begins, there's a reference to someone? Ooh, okay. I'm good. How are you? We're doing fantastic here, Finn. We are playing the Great Ace Attorney. I'm very excited.
Chip, I know exactly what reference that is. Don't worry, I'll make sure he finds it.
What an incredible... Why is there so much clockwork? Are we in the fucking Big Ben building?
Welcome to steampunk England.
I'm sorry, like, here I am just like, wait, are we in is Big Ben the Supreme Court? I'm gonna fucking text Elijah real quick, hold on. No, wait, I don't think he's gone this far in the game. I wouldn't want to say anything, never mind.
I mean, you can just
No,
zero context.
I know him.
don't.
I know him well enough that if I say anything about anything in the future, he will never play it.
Okay.
He does not care about spoilers, but he does not care about spoilers because if he knows about it, unless he's actually like sincerely heavily invested, he'll just go about it casually or never touch it again. Completely different from me, where I'll still play it. I have a photo of it.
Not sure if this counts as a spoiler, but okay.
I mean, I don't fucking know, man. What an incredible place.
It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating.
This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress. Yeah, because every fortress has like clockwork gear and shit in it.
There's some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. They've only been built in the few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world.
Oh, then Elijah's in the chat. Hello, Elijah. Hey, Elijah, since you're already here, quick question. Is the Supreme Court of the UK in Big Ben? I have to know now. Is the Supreme Court of the UK just in Big Ben? And I'll give an exclamation point, Elijah. No, then this game is inaccurate. And
No, this is not the Old Bailey. This is where this is like the off. I forget what it's called.
this is now this is the only reason why this game is now inaccurate to real English folklore, Victorian history. Hey, Finn. Yeah. All right.
An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wooden paper most of our buildings are constructed from.
What's wrong with a wood building? It's certainly wow. This music is really imposing, though. Like,
I mean, I think that's more what they're commenting on, is not saying there's something wrong with us, just like,
yeah,
everything's so heavy and made of stone. That's wild.
yeah, no, 100%. But like, the music is very imposing and it feels very imposing. I appreciate that. No smoochie modes. We'll have to fix that one day, Elijah. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. Looking at the steampunk clockwork and Big Ben, the Supreme Court building. What is this place again?
This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain. Okay, I was slightly wrong.
The Lord Chief Justice.
We had instructions to report here at this time if circumstances were different. Hey Elijah, quick question. How far are you?
Yeah, how far are you? We're on the third case right now, Elijah, so we're not very far, but... Alright.
But there is something I would...
And nailed to commit murder were fantastic.
We were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan.
But Kazuma can't. There is a smooch emote that Finn has. Finn, you never use that emote for me. Asshole. Hey, I've had the chance to place that fish the first case. I wanted the vibe. Hey, yo.
Well, there may be some spoilers here. Some big ones.
Some big ones. But feel free to vibe. You're gonna love it either way. I know you will.
Just letting you know. No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death.
Yeah.
And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done.
So, we'd have to return to Japan.
If we want to remain here in Great Britain.
I had to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour.
Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer.
I have one. Oh, thank you, Finn. Which is what I've been studying for.
Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. That's the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London.
I hope I'm up to scratch. Okay, this is gonna be me probably. Lord Chief Justice. What kind of voice am I giving this dude?
I have a suggestion, but
Go for
I
it.
don't. I can't suggest it.
No, suggest it. Suggest it.
No.
Do
I
it.
can't.
Please.
I can't because it's in my brain, but I don't want to put it in your brain.
Just suggest it. I'm asking you.
No.
God damn it. God, okay. Let me get my phone and Google stereotypical British accent real quick.
Oh, here's an idea. I mean, do look at the surroundings and do try to imagine what kind of person would be like.
I'm thinking like really deep voiced. That's what I'm thinking. Is he scrawny as fuck?
No.
Okay, yeah, something like deep voice judgy, like, hello, governor. Good morning. Sorry to keep you
Elijah,
waiting.
wait until you hear my Cockney accent. It's gonna go great.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. It's a completely different voice. Hey, Finn. Daddy or no? Oh. I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan. Governor? It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. Oh, no. Don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do. Not your type. Oh, fair enough. Is it the sideburns? How fortunate. How fortunate. So, introductions. I am Male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot. It's the sideburns, I knew it!
Come on, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't be a mouse.
Oh, It is an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I am Yosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruhodo. God, what's voice am I giving him? Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire. Ah, yes, thank you. Man of a strong heart. If you didn't have those fucking chops, Ethan, I don't have time for. Alright, let's converse with him. So, what are your impressions of the capital so far? How do you like London? Oh god, I'm not getting the accent, obviously. I'm just doing the voice. Oh well, what am I gonna do? Oh, well, help! I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city!
It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh?
We had a wonderful view of some London streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost lost for words.
I'm glad to hear you like it. The city's boasts tramways, piped water, and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearheaded every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor in London is astonished.
Oh yes, astounded is the word.
Thank you for saving me, the Sato-san.
Everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor.
Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we'll be hosting here in London. Great exhibition? Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop. The World Fair? Damn, yeah, I forgot. That's a thing. Hey, is this before Jon Snow coined the concept of germ theory, or after? I feel like it's because, homie, your sewers are full of cholera. It did say the date. It was like February 18th something, right?
Yeah, it has hard dates. All I know is it's Queen Victoria era. That's all I know for that's all I can remember for sure. I'm so bad with dates. But they mentioned the Queen here once, and for some reason I was just like, that's a name I can lock onto.
Wait, why does this guy look like, oh god, what's his name? He's the internet's daddy. Why does he look like Jeff Goldblum's character from Guardians of the Galaxy?
I thought you were going somewhere entirely different, and now I'm lost.
Jeff Goldblum has a character in Guardians of the Galaxy, I believe. Hold on, let me see. Jeff.
Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, she's hot. No, she's so cute.
Yeah, she's great. Look up Jeff Goldblum in Guardians of the Galaxy, and he looks like Jeff Goldblum in Guardians of the Galaxy just a little bit. He looks like Jeff Goldblum. That's it. He just looks like Jeff Goldblum, but with sideburns. This guy, if they ever make a live-action movie, Jeff Goldblum needs to play him. That's what I'm saying.
One thing I do like, Elijah, is like this time period, just in general, is fun because you get to do all sorts of fun little murders that wouldn't be possible with modern science.
You can do all sorts of fun little murders.
Yeah.
Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world. Even if you do say so yourself. The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times, we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun. Oh, wrong button. Fuck, no!
What have you done?
How do I skip this? Whatever, just... You're still having the plague, Strongheart. You're still having the plague. And did you know that there are 252 different types of bitterness? God damn it. Oh, hold A?
No, they haven't done that science yet.
A has done me nothing, Chip. You've lied to me. Can't believe you've done this. It does nothing for me, Chip.
Maybe it's different. I don't know. Usually I just spam.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spam it.
Alright, there we go.
Lord Chief Justice, I think you were expecting a student of law for the study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. A Mr. Cosma Asogi, if my memory serves. That's right. The British government has already been telegraphed a full report of the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores. It's amazing the news reached him before we could even arrive. My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours. Oh, thank you. And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news.
Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person.
Strongheart, your society has invented Orientalism. It's a cringe. Oh my god. They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that is true. And it is with regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means the study tour arrangements can no longer proceed.
If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart.
What do you have to say, madame?
It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo. This is it then. The moment of truth. I'm gonna stumble over every
Chip
fucking
wants
word.
You to present your badge before you do it.
Sure. Can I present? Hold on. Back? I guess I can. Present. I got an armband. The armband I inherited from Cosmo identifies the wearer as a defense lawyer throughout Japan. Okay. I don't have the badge.
Do you not have the badge? No! I mean, you can still present that.
Lord Strongheart, may I show you this? To accept this item, issue a receipt, examine it thoroughly, and make a formal statement of my findings. Would require something in the region of 24 seconds of my time. Sorry? Does the item warrant 24 seconds of my time, Mr. Naruhodo? Let's do it for now. He's not impressed. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if you would perhaps consider allowing the study tour to go ahead. Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done. Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited from Great Britain to from your country. And that was Mr. Asogi. At least that's what I've been led to understand. The thing is, this isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say this, man.
Mr. Naruhodo.
I could ruin things here. I'm not careful. What am I gonna say? If there's someone else here, if there's someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's. I want to see what happens when I say Susato. How do I say it? Hold on.
Probably she'll just yell.
I mean, yeah, that seems to be our MO right now.
Yeah, for sure. Let's find out, because I don't think I chose it when I played.
I do want to see. It could probably be yes, Mr. Sato. I mean, she does know the law. She was teaching us. An unusual introduction. But I presume you mean for this charming lady beside you. You're a lawyer, aren't you? That look she's giving me. She's so unimpressed. After all the days of hard work she put in to help me study, I can't let her down now. I think that's quite enough joking, don't you, Mr. Strongheart? My real answer, it's me. I can do it. Is that so? I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but no qualifications, you say, and yet you claim to be a lawyer. I acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Cosmo help me, and I was the accused, but glossing over the details. I've been spending every spare moment of the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Buria. The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, you must complete several years of training. I realize it's far too short a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Sogi's journey had only just begun. Come here on the study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking for. Please. 31 seconds. Sorry? Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo, it was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer. Oh, thanks. So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment. Huh? But let me ask you one thing first, sir. Yes. You say you intend to do everything Mr. Sogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path? Oh, yeah, that's my intention. I see. Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there for a second? Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. Really? Oh man, I got a test. Hey, Katie, I didn't study for this. I'm scared.
Fail.
Yeah. So, what form will the test take exactly? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo. What do you consider the role of a lawyer to be? Well, defending people, of course. Well said. So, let's have you defend someone. Huh? Your timing isn't perfect, in fact. There is an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this will be welcome news. Today?
Straight away.
If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler? How do I get myself into these situations?
Well, can I ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Strongheart?
Yes, good question. I remember. A murder trial.
A murder?
Yes, it happens every day, it happens quite every day here. I see it, and I do it, and I commit it, and I have been murdered myself. So casual, I feel like. An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose. That's easy to say. But I should mention just in case. If the defendant is found guilty, he will, of course, be sentenced to capital punishment. Capital punishment? He'll be put to death? Here in Great Britain, murders are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably you read that much in your short C-based introduction to British law?
We can't possibly agree to such a test. We would be toying with a man's life.
I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it is acceptable. But you can't do that, can you? There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose. So the defendant may live or die depending on how well I perform in court? If I lose, you'll be hanged. Mr. Naruhodo, you've come in claiming to be a lawyer. If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen. He's testing my resolve. What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but my time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be? What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? Game's over. I won't do it. See you guys next game. Bye. All right, then. If I have to give you a decision now, my answer is I can't do it. I can't get the words out. 15 seconds. Your decision-making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, as I suspected, is it? Sorry? You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is canceled. Thank you for stopping by. Go and acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over. Wow, all right. Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance.
Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sato. But what can I do?
It's alright. I understand.
You do?
It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. But resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it.
What are you trying to say, madame? I think what Mr. Sato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a fair trial is so trivially... would be utterly unforgivable. And I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant wouldn't want this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of these clients, the particular day they stand on the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. Wait, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, was there something else? It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time. But I just said that. I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him. What? And at this point, he can't hope for someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. And if that happens, there is only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down. That's awful. But it is the truth.
Why does it have to be like this?
Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold, hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you. Really, his only hope? So, what do you say now, madame?
Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart?
You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, and I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve.
Oh,
Our time here is up. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Wow, this guy's obsessed with time. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourself.
he's gone.
The Old Bailey.
If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once.
Let's examine the room. I'm kidding. I think I know the game. Old Bailey. It doesn't tell us the year. I'm sorry, Elijah. It does not tell us the year. But you know what? It's probably...
Earlier it did, but
Oh, okay, fair enough.
the first episode. But just not in the date stamps here. Oh, thank goodness we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins.
Oh, goddamn, okay. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose.
Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you.
What the fuck does that mean? Elijah, translate, what is a guinea?
Is money.
I mean, fair enough.
It's one of my favorite lines from the Sherlock Holmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly.
Did you give him a guinea? I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were gonna die. And we had to pay gold for the privilege.
Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started.
Yeah, I suppose there's that.
Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here. But there's no sign of him at all.
No, it's not Larry Butt's equivalent, is it?
No.
Oh, thank Christ. I didn't want to do the California dude accent. This is the Old Bailey. Even this room for the defendants, the waiting is grand. Chip is just putting a smiley face there. I think it's a Larry Butt's equivalent. Fuck.
No, me and Chip, I get you, I see you. Don't you even worry about it, Steph.
Are you alright? Oh.
Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You're predicting my every word.
I feel like I could get your spirit to put into my body, then somehow communicate with it. Am I the first Fae? I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. I feel like only yesterday I was in the one about to be crushed.
Yes, whoever the man is, I imagine he's feeling very alone at this moment. Just lay it on really thick and oily. I
Really
think.
thick and oily. Top of the morning to you, madam, sir. What the fuck?
Really oily.
What are you
Ignite.
doing? Follow me here. Things ain't fair desperate, are they? Sorry? Would you look at these expressionless faces? From the east, are yous? From Japan, yes. Ah, Japan, is it right? Say no more. So? Is this a red, white, blue reference? I just saw his rings. They are red and blue. How much do you need? No, we're just here because... No need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name, and what a strange life, faraway land. That's not fucking British. Hold on. No, give me a second. I'm gonna get my phone. hold on.
I don't know. Maybe I put you down the wrong way with oily.
Hold on. I'm gonna get my, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna just, you like that voice though? You like that voice? Fair enough. I am gonna have to start looking up like fucking British accents though. I'm gonna actually start looking like old-timey British accents. Tis grand, tis grand. Let me stop at giving you 1,000 guinea. Say nothing now.
1,000 guineas.
Please, Mr. Sato, you don't have to shout.
But 1,000 guineas is... It's enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo.
Give me that money. What? There's nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds on a rainy day, you see. I have enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over. That much rain even fall in one day? Well, even so, we could have possibly spent such a large sum of money. Ah! That hit me in the eye. Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving to you no strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me. Oh? To be honest, it's a little embarrassing. The trial's about to begin, you see. It's for me good self here. I'll be at the dock. Oh, I'm trying to slip in. Okay. I'm trying to slip into the voice.
I mean, wherever this voice takes you, I guess.
So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now. Oh well, the thing is, don't worry about a thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me, nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial's going to start without me having any kind of representation at all. It was true. Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up.
I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial?
Buster Blazes, do yous? Do yous not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names. Is this Ebenezer Scrooge? No, sorry, we've only just arrived in the city, you see. I see. I suppose isn't all impossible. This Jekyll? Well, just next to Hyde Park, there's the center of London, there's another beautiful park. Sorry, a park? What? Tis called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. Oh shit. I donated to the city, so I did.
An entire park in central London.
A city of smiles, that's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city. It's queer old people. That's amazing, I mean, really extraordinary. But now they've got the gall to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. Oh boy. Hold on, I need some water.
Alright, maybe an easier voice for you, huh? When I said oily before, I actually meant grimy, but...
I don't think that would have helped me at all, honestly.
I don't think that would have helped you at all, so...
I don't think that would have helped me at all. He looks like Doug Dimmadome with that hat and mixed with Scrooge McDuck. So, like...
Yeah, don't ruin your voice on this. There's gonna be a lot of people to voice, so...
I'm gonna... Yeah, there is.
And you're gonna need your voice for our very good prosecutor.
Oh, God, I do have to look up, like, an old-time English accent. Fuck. What's the matter with the London police, I ask?
Accent you could do for the prosecutor, but we'll see if you get to it on your own.
Okay. Practice test, and this one will get difficult, but it's very fun. Awesome, nice. All right, don't pass out.
Mr. Naruhodo. Perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath.
Good idea. Do Godot voice for the prosecutor so I can clip it. Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'll do our best. What was I after saying, you daft idiot? I've just given you 1,000 guineas to stand there next to me, haven't I? Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to stand there next to you. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. I'm sorry. I know what you're thinking. This chance of a fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England? Because he did it. That's the only explanation. Well. Kinda, actually, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly! What? No! Well, like you said, if you have all the money, but you don't have anyone to represent you in court, there's no other logical conclusion than you're guilty of the charges.
Incredible, Mr. Naruhodo. Excellent defense attorneying.
Well, you call a spade in the East, so you do. Oh, I'm, sorry, I didn't mean any offense. I still can't express myself very well in English, you see. And I'm never sure what's acceptable to say and what isn't, so... Is that so? Because you sounded fluent enough when you were telling me what a blackguard I must be. I'm terribly sorry. I can't say I blame you for thinking it, fella. It is a little strange, to be honest. Why don't you have a lawyer, I mean? The Reaper? That would be the fault of the Reaper. Sorry, did he say Reaper? I, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Barak von Zeeks. He's the prosecutor.
The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper?
When Van Zeeks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. And to this day, in every single trial which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. What? So it's reached a desperate situation, where there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. You could say he's a living legend of the Old Bailey.
Goodness, Lord Barak von Zeeks. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then.
Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madame. It's cursed. Cursed? What on earth? The defendant is summoned and his counsel. Please make your way towards the courtroom. The trial is about to begin. His counsel? That would be me. Oh, it's time. Well then, fella, don't let me down. But I don't know anything about the case. You never told me what happened. Until you showed your face here. I'd made up my mind, so I had. Sorry. I decided I'd have to defend myself in there. How would that have worked? But then you made an appearance, a student of law, wouldn't you know? Tis no accident, I can assure you that. Tis fate. And don't get cold feet now, please. Is he guilty? I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't turn my back on him.
Mr. Naruhodo.
The man has no one. He's gotta stand alone in that courtroom armed with nothing to defend himself? Yeah, something my cousin would have never allowed to happen. Counsel for the defense, what are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand. Where's Herlock? I'll be right there. Where's my boy Herlock? I need him. What's happening then? My first trial in the British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this. Same, Yonosuke.
That ambient fire noise.
Yeah. Oh, there's a few people there. So this is the there's a few people there. This is the highest court in Great Britain, the Old Bailey. Centuries of history in this place is palpable, isn't it? So different from Supreme Court in Japan.
Feels both imposing and serene at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Something about the atmosphere.
Oh, no, I'll go to history.
The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Whatever the country, determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yeah, what?
Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again.
I know, I just can't help it. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare the court to be in session. Here we stand today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McGilded. Now I call upon the counsels for the prosecution and the defense to declare their willingness to proceed. Ah, fuck, what voice do I give him? 'Cause I want to give him a Dracula voice.
That's the voice I was like, Steph, if you give him a Dracula voice, it would be the funniest shit.
Okay, we're giving him a Dracula voice, baby. The prosecution is fully prepared. I'm fucking doing it. He's doing the Dracula thing. I can't not do it. I cannot give him the Dracula voice. He's going to be speaking like Dracula. Plus, this is a voice that does not hurt my throat very much. Remember to do a Godot voice? I'll do a Godot voice later, for sure. That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his poor victim to the underworld. No, Mr. Yonosuke, I wish to suck the blood. Counsel for the defense, you appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English? Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. But he asked if the defense was ready, and I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. Those eyes please me, Nipponese. They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation. They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. Oh, I'm kind of liking how I'm going with his voice, actually, because he feels more and more Dracula-esque every time I look at him. I just look at him.
I mean, he has the cape.
He has the scowl.
Right, listen, Steph, you asked me at some point, do we go against a or like, is there a vampire in the Eastern world? And I'm like, well.
That's so goddamn. Here's your little Godot voice. Fuck, what was Godot's voice like? Oh, yeah. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. No, I can't do it anymore.
Your Dracula is still bleeding.
My Dracula is still bleeding through. I can't. He's Dracula now. I can't give him Godot's voice.
He's Dracula now.
He's Dracula now. I can't do it.
No.
It's just Dracula.
Tragic.
It's just Dracula. We watched a video with Godot. I gotta clip that because I just want to clip me being like, it's Dracula. All right. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. Wonder if Elijah would be happy or displeased. Ah, a cold shiver just ran down my spine, all the way to the tips of my toes. Now, Mr. Gilbert. Yes, my lord. You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this, foreigner? As I've said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to give opportunity to the young. Even if the fellow is a student from some little island off in the Far East. Is it not the British way to ignore the dangers of yourself and give it to the less fortunate for fair chance?
The lovely microaggressions.
The lovely racial microaggressions. I'd like to think of these acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud. This is Mr. McKildon, one-off Iron London gentleman has. The JA donated 5,000 pounds to the governor the other day. Mama, please, can we go play with Mr. McKildon's park?
It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded.
That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. Eloquently put, Mr. McGilded, and most laudable sentiments. Now, ladies and gentlemen, laddies. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need to hardly remind you. You 6 members of the public have been selected for your impartiality. Are you ready to proceed? Fuck. Yes, my lord. It is a task to send rotters to the gallows where they belong. I am more than ready.
That's the manner his lordship would always say we should dispose of rubbish properly. Naturally, I agree. I don't know what kind of accent I gave her there.
That's fair. Any criminals will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me. Feel true.
Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these mitts for my grandson.
I love it. Hey, Cammy. How are you doing today? You kind of went a little Wisconsinese for a bit. I loved it.
Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, those people are...
Jury, yes. That's something we don't have in Japan yet.
That's right. I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors.
I wonder if the killer's the guy that's throwing the knife around looking relatively evil.
The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view.
How exactly do the jurors give their verdict?
That I don't know, but... I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses.
Yeah. Prosecutor Von 6. My lord. It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you'd renounce your fame. I'm known as the Reaper of the Belly, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I've last spread my wings in this capacity. So,
My bat wings.
my bat wings. That I do when I transform into a bat. So for you guys you don't know, like, legitimately, the amount I've practiced my Dracula is ridiculous because I've had, like, Dracula, like, I've had Dracula in, like, so many D&D campaigns. Like, I'm pretty sure with Katie in one of my campaigns, I had 2 Draculas in one campaign specifically. It was Dad Dracula and, like, Son Dracula, and then, like, stepmom, not Dracula, but witch, who married Dracula. So, like, my Dracula's well practiced. I'm just gonna say that. And he's going to be Dracula from now on.
So, what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstances of which the court should be aware?
I leave that to your imagination, my lord. So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose today to make his comeback? No control voice, sadly, it better be when he has his wine. I'm sorry, it's gonna be Dracula when he has his wine, but it's gonna be like slurp, slurp, slurp Dracula.
Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruto. So, maybe next time, once, like, we get a break from the Dracula voice.
No, that Dracula voice is never going away.
Oh, no.
I'm not even drinking wine, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm drinking blood.
As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return.
That would require him to drink, no?
Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please.
Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is a case of overwhelming simplicity. You must be the only ones here who aren't aware. The incident took place at the late evening, 3 days past. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as the Thrice-Fired Mason. Sorry, thrice?
He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible.
Getting popcorn? Tax fraud, nice. Oh, wow! The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service in the streets of London at the time. A dagger had been thrust into the victim's abdomen, is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Ignore the two one stab to the chest, through the abdomen, two piercings in his neck, please ignore them, three points to prove that this man did it, Here is the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at the Scotland Yard.
Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence.
Hey, we have a photograph. Nice. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a color photograph, too. And one further item of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well.
And sure. Good lord! Is that blood, consul?
Yes, I spilled some from my last meal. Please ignore.
Yes, my lord. Seized by the policeman who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested. What? Mr. McGilden's gloves have blood on them? Can we get a DNA test on those real quick? Hey, Governor, can we get a DNA test on those real quick?
Yes, I will accept these into evidence as well.
So, first off, now we need to prove he's left-handed, because his right hand has blood on it. Because they specifically said I was on his right glove, so we need to prove he's left-handed now. How did I get into this? I'm back in the corner before I even started. Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside his vehicle at the time. Only 2? Obviously, one of these passengers was the deceased brickmaster, Mr. Mason. I do appreciate Mr. Mason, the brickmaker. I just want to say I did notice that. Hey, Tony, can we get a DNA? Hey, Tony, can we get a DNA sample on these gloves, Tony? Come on, Tony, get your ass down and get a DNA test on them, eh? I wish. The odd.
Was not Mr. Gilded.
Was the accused Magnus McGilded? Definitely not the guy throwing a dagger around for funsies. Definitely not him, huh?
Sure, it's not him.
Definitely not him.
Other damning circumstances, to say the least. Defendants, what say you?
I gotta get his accent. Well, of course I have no recollection of such a thing. Mr. McGilded. To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening. But whenever I was in the carriage, I was taken with a fierce tiredness and I succumbed to it.
Are you claiming to have been asleep?
This is the motion of the carriage, my lord. Littleton, so it is. When he opened me eyes again, I said me, but was a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I had never laid eyes on before in me life. Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. So the blood got onto his gloves then, after the man had been killed. Unfortunately, that statement of the driver is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it? There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brake maker was fatally stabbed. Oh dear me. Look when you're doing your voices from New York. I'm expecting you to say I'm walking here. God damn it.
Order, order, order.
When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage. And there were witnesses to the crime. This is not a case. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It is the nail in the coffin for the accused. Now excuse me, I have solved the case and will go back to my own coffin for a slumber.
Thank you, Consul. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear the testimony from these witnesses first of all.
Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring the witnesses at once. Who the? Why do I hate all of them? I have to do 3. God, I don't have that many voices in me.
Maybe we should bring Elijah into voice.
You should bring Elijah and start voicing some of these people, yeah. Elijah, if you're still in chat and you want to voice people, please tell me. Witnesses, your names and occupations. I just don't like their faces. Valid. Beppo? Beppo? Elijah's like, oh my god. Listen, Elijah, I don't have that many faces. I don't have that many voices. I have Dracula, and that's really about it. I've been stretching it so far with literally every other Ace Attorney character. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
His name's Beppo. That's really funny. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Let's think of a voice for him. We're going old man. Cold old man.
He's doing.
Oh, it's kind of freezing, huh?
But why is Ezra a fucking vampire? Hold on, wait. Elijah. I can't fucking give him another voice, Elijah. It's the perfect voice. It's just right for him. He goes with his cape like this all the time. Like, it's perfect for him. He's a vampire. That's all I can say. The other people I don't have a voice for. Beppo straight up is the name of like someone out of Wisconsin. I can't do a Wisconsin fucking accent. Well, if you want to voice some of these men, you're free to join on in, because I don't know if I can do all of them. I don't think no, when I tried doing the Godot voice, it went right back to Dracula. Name for a plug? A plug. Okay.
My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive the omnibus to the East End.
You watch a video of Godot? I'm too lazy for that.
Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in this.
Oh, god damn it. I'm just gonna try, unless there's someone heinously English, I'm not gonna do an English accent. Because I can't, I have to, like, don't know how to do an English accent. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm a banker in the city.
First? Lady first? My name's First. Lady first? What's this a joke about?
It's a joke for ladies first.
That's a fair point, but like... I mean, it's cold in London. Ladies... ladies first. Oh, my name's First. Lady first. I, make hat for gents. Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago at the sort time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witnessed the aforementioned incident. It's not cold, they're just malnourished and have rickets so they can't stand right, fair enough. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Quite right.
Yes, sir, that's right, sir.
Very well then, let's proceed with your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw.
There's so many of them. There's 3 of them, Katie. Holy shit.
Don't even worry. And Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney, you have like 12 on the stand at once.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Cammy. I'm not gonna lie.
It was late last night in the evening. I had a few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. And out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife into his guts.
Oh, that's right. He stabbed him. I screamed. I did. I couldn't help it.
As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus and then I saw it too. An ambiguous testimony, I must say.
Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes. See, Beth, I don't know how to do a Boston accent except for like saying the word cap. I'd like to ask a question if I may.
Yes, Consul.
Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
Why not?
Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it? As had been clearly stated from the outset, yes. Well, in that case, how could those two possibly witness what's happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of a moving carriage. How quaint. I read that civilizations in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind ours. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses? Huh?
Tell me, my Nipponese friend, have you ever traveled in an omnibus?
Well, no. We only arrived in London this morning.
No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves the actual scene of the crime, that is.
What? What do you mean? The actual scene? How?
A carriage is designed to be moved after all. Presumably you understand that much.
Yeah.
The omnibus in which the bloody crime took place is here today in this very building.
Here? What? The entire carriage?
Bailiff, bring forth the stricken omnibus.
When you get that very odd piece of evidence, go look at it. All right. Wait, it's just literally the bus. Okay. So that's an omnibus. The omnibus. I'm this close to coming in and voicing Edgeworth. No. I am taking Edgeworth's voice. You can take literally any other character's voice. I am taking...
No. As someone who's played through, Steph has the perfect voice. I have to argue that he has to be Dracula. He has to be Dracula. I won't accept anything other than Dracula.
You are free to voice literally anyone else. But he has to be Dracula.
He has to be Dracula.
I can't believe they could bring in something so enormous in here today. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing.
As you see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses, which we've also brought in today, so the kids can ride them for fun.
Ignore the 2 holes on the neck of the horses.
Ignore the bite marks. They were definitely not made from a vampire who was staving off his cravings for human blood. and can carry up to 8 passengers.
Oh, so we have 4 on top, 4 on the bottom. Okay.
4 passengers seated inside the enclosed cabins and another 4 on the rooftop deck above.
If it's any consolation, Elijah, they can't be related because he's British and Edgeworth is not.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
And every Londoner knows that the best views of the city's architecture and sights are to be had at the top of the omnibus. And I should point out to our foreign guests that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing for a view of the interior from the seats above.
Ah, skylight. Oh!
The penny drops at last, I see. These 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats in the omnibus when the murder took place. That is how they came to witness the grim incident. Through the skylight.
I kind of fucked up there.
It's not a Romanian accent, it's a Transylvanian accent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it based off of an actual accent? I always just thought...
Dracula's just a Dracula. But he lives in I'm sorry, you sound like Dracula, but he lives in fucking New York. Sound like a New Yorker Dracula, let's go.
Transylvania is where Dracula lives.
Transylvania, exactly, that's all we need to know about it. Transylvania's old.
Is Transylvania an actual place? Do I have like massive A on my face? All I can think is the movies. Someone please bury me in a hole.
It's the Hotel Transylvania. It couldn't be any other place. It's in fucking Romania.
Alright. Is it? I thought you're gonna want to kill me. I thought Transylvania was just a made-up part in like. I didn't know. I'm so dumb. Please.
No, I think the accent. I think the accent is made up.
No, it's not Americans. It's me specifically is an idiot.
The accent is made up. 100%. The accent is made up by like whoever made the original Dracula. But
or is it? I don't know. I hope it's not. I hope it's not horribly terrible.
I don't think the accent Dracula has is actually like Romanian. Time to look it up. Hold on. Dracula's accent is... Whenever vampires speak, they will inevitably have an Eastern European or Slavic accent. In the novel, Dracula is said to be a Cercli, a Hungarian-speaking ethnic group still found in Romania. What accent does Dracula have?
Okay, he's heavily based on Vladimir the Impaler.
That
but
is
when
true,
I think
yes.
Dracula, I do not think, oh, Vladimir impersonator. I think Dracula. I
Yeah.
don't think, Hotel Transylvania. Wow, what a complicated family history they have.
Yeah, to be fair, commercial Dracula is commercial Dracula, real Dracula, Vlad the Impaler is Vlad the Impaler. But yeah, no, actually Vlad the Impaler was also the reason why people were like, oh yeah, Dracula drinks blood, because he apparently used to have like goblets of the blood of his enemies and used to stake them up high and drink their blood or whatever it was. Dude was fucking insane.
That's egg on my face, I guess.
No, it happens. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes, listen, you got your computer stuff, you don't got your history stuff. It's okay. That makes perfect sense.
Oh, Kotzel, this was the first. In all my years behind the bench, I never experienced a crime itself being brought into the courtroom.
There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. That is the prosecution's wish. Does he have a wig on? Honestly, I'm cackling. It's very funny.
Very well, I see no reason why not. The omnibus is hereby fully accepted as evidence.
Okay, so we're gonna have to, like, take this thing apart. I can't believe it. The entire crime scene is entered as evidence?
Yes, Great Britain is simply extraordinary.
I could help myself a lot by giving the omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here. Nah!
You gotta do it for Chip.
Gotta do it for Chip. No crime scene hasn't been in the courtroom because most fucking crime scenes are not mobile. Better find that reference quickly, I will.
Let's continue with the proceedings on your cross-examination counsel.
Pray don't accept this Nipponese. Try to understand the intricacies of the British court's cross-examination rights. Fuck you, Dracula! I imagine that was just like, will do. I know what. We have now 4 plants in the Planned Parenthood redemption. If you guys ever do want to do a Planned Parenthood, there you go. Shut the fuck, you vampire from New York. All right, my first cross-examination in the British court. Let's go! Focus, Ryunosuke. Focus. So proud of him. Oh, whoa, stained glass? Okay. Court record.
Yeah, we get fancy.
First off, let's examine these suckers real quick. This is definitely blood, isn't it? Not the most pleasant sight to be confronted with on our first day in London.
Well, nothing will come of grumbling now.
But no. By the way, is Mr. McGilded right-handed?
Yes, I believe so. He was toying with a coin in his right hand a little earlier.
Fuck, you're right. Pity. I've only been left-handed.
I think blood on either glove would be fairly incriminating, really.
That's like, the funny thing is, that's exactly what I thought. Is there like a name written on these gloves that's not Mr. McGilded? That would be really helpful right about now.
There you go.
Oh my god, let's go! Everyone was right-handed in the UK because they used to beat kids using the... fair enough.
I mean, yeah, I think that's like that was kind of a thing over here, like historical-wise. I'm left like no one does it anymore, obviously, and I'm sure it's the same over there. But I have heard that.
I do appreciate the Phoenix Wright Omnibus. That's a nice little nod. And yeah, read it. It says Phoenix Wright Omnibus. I can read it, Chip. And also, let's just remember, fuck it, we ballin'. Exactly. Job Masters, London head office. Oh wait, hold on. I saw something. Oh. Oh.
So this is the roof deck of the omnibus. Oh, you must have a wonderful view of London streets from up here.
So, people sit all the way up here on bitter winter nights with cold air rushing past them, and they have to pay money to do so.
Brr. I can't imagine how cold it must feel.
That just made me think of something horrible. Can you imagine being dragged around in the city in the freezing cold as punishment?
Perhaps that is the real price you pay to stay out late.
Let me open the door.
Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall
Oh,
we?
good, we can. Ugh, the scene of a murder. It's horrible. Oh my god, we can actually go inside. That's really cool. Oh my god, that's really cool. Ah, that's a poster for the Great Exhibition that's due to start 6 months from now. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower, the centerpiece of the whole exposition.
Ooh, the Crystal Tower. It's under construction already, I believe.
Hey, Ethano.
People all over London must be fizzing with excitement at the prospect of such a grand event.
You'll like the new voice I gave the prosecutor, Ethano. I don't know if you've got to hear it yet. I don't know if you got to hear it yet. Hold on. There's a drawer here. Can I pull it open? See, it has a handle, it seems. There we go. This looks like all sorts of equipment might be needed to keep the omnibus running.
Feeding tubes, tools to repair wheels, blankets, horseshoeing tools. So it's a storage compartment for the coachman to keep his things, it seems.
There doesn't seem to be any space for passengers to store their luggage, that's for sure.
Well, I don't imagine it would be very convenient for that purpose anyway.
The reason why you're showing it to me. Why are you showing it to me?
There's a lot of things here that might not come up right here,
Yeah,
but just keep them in the back of your mind.
That blood that's soaked into the seats, the victims, obviously.
Yes, and would be clearly visible from the roof deck.
Did you really stab someone in full view of other passengers like that? I wonder.
Well, it was after dark, and there was a lamp on here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight.
Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack. Oh, it's a poster for the... Okay, yeah, never mind. It's another one. I'm trying to redraw some Bloodborne bosses. Let's go. Is the new prosecutor the hot vampire guy? Yes. It's quite a large skylight, isn't it?
Yes, quite large enough to afford a good view in the cabin from the roof deck.
And there doesn't appear to be a handle or catch of any description. Suppose it can't be opened from inside the cabin, at least. Anything else in here I should be aware of? I think I already got this one. Can't find anything out of place. Okay, fair enough. I think I pretty much got everything in here.
Have you seen enough? Let's step back outside then.
See, how do you...
Just hide in there the whole court trial.
Just hide in...
Objection.
Objection. Why I say objection this time? I'm so excited.
Maybe, yeah, view from the top.
London's 5th Avenue. Ooh. What about 6th Avenue? Okay, I don't think I can examine much more of this, can I? Alright. I'm not gonna do much of that right now. I'm doing it all because of a pun. Nice.
It was the last bus of the evening, so I had very few customers. I remember it well.
Let's press that. Yes, I think it was sometime after 10, wasn't it? Wait. Why are there 3 things here?
Remember, you can
Right.
shift focus. So if he says like, "Oh yeah," and then you stab him straight in the butt, and then one person like starts going like, "Oh."
Yeah, so it's so cold that it was so cold it was freezing, in fact.
And you had 4 passengers on board at the time? Is that correct?
Yes, that's right, sir. Not all traveling the same parts of the bus, of course. No. There were no other passengers. And there were no other passengers when the incident took place. No one alighted, for example. You're quite right with that, sir. No other passengers, none.
So nobody fled the scene of the crime then?
I have to say, the boss insists on running it. He does, every evening. The last bus of the day. But I do wonder sometimes if it's altogether worthwhile. Yes, just sorry, say.
What do you mean by that?
Well, that being so cold and everything, only I'm making 20 pence on the run, you see.
Excuse me.
Oh, wrong button.
Mr. First!
Oh, how can I help you, sir? That last statement, did it trouble you in some way? Oh, not particularly, sir, no. Anything? He's troubling me with all that with the hat of his. Has he greased his head? Oh dear, sir, I hope my hat's not troubling you. I'm still just an apprentice, you see.
Mr. Naruhodo, even the witness can see what's going on through your mind. You really must be more careful.
I wish it were that simple.
I forget if you get punished for saying "excuse me" on the wrong one sometimes, but I do like that they're like, yeah, you probably pressed him because of his stupid hat.
Yeah, Bob, be careful, will do. And you saw them through the sky of the roof of the carriage.
That's right. When you stand up on the top deck, the window's right there at your feet. There was a lamp on the inside, so I had a perfect good view. 2 of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. There's not a shred of doubt in my mind that it was Mr. McGilden.
How can you be so sure?
Well, how can I put it politely? Mr. McGilden is a gentleman of a rather small stature. I couldn't have mistaken him for anyone else.
Let's not forget that when the vehicle came to a halt, the only people inside the enclosed cabin were the deceased Mr. Mason and Mr. McGilden. There is no room for doubt here. I really wish there was. Yeah, Bob, be careful. I'll look at Mr. McGilden's outfit. No spoilers or nothing, please. Yeah, I'm gonna feel like Dracula the entire time with the prosecutor, 100%. You actually saw the exact moment it happened?
Didn't I already testify that? Well, a fair dinkum hard-working city banker is not considered trustworthy these days.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. But also, yeah, bankers are not considered trustworthy at all. Fuck off. This is no good. I've really got his back up. Perhaps you just tell us what you saw in a little more detail, if that's... What's the voice I gave him again? Amazing. Guess I don't know if that would be a spoiler. Just notice it. Yeah. What voice did I give him? Kind of like a little shitty. Like a little shitty piece of shit boy, because he stabbed someone, probably. My lord!
Juror number 3. What's the meaning of this?
My mind is made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up. Made up about what? I don't like the stinking rich. Never have. always up to something or other. They shouldn't be, every one of them. What? Hey, little leprechaun man is no exception. Well, he can't fool me. What? Okay. No point in wasting time listening to any more of this. That's my opinion on the matter anyway.
That is precisely what I was about to say. As the foreman of the jury, it is my duty to set a good example for my fellow jurors.
Oh, goddamn. Fire doesn't weigh anything. Fuck off. What the? What is happening here?
Let me see. Ah, yes, it seems that's how the members of the jury give their verdicts. You know, Elijah, when you shoot a flame up into the scales of justice. Apparently, yes. Well, white for innocent and black for guilty. As the 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case. One by one, they each cast a small ball of fire into the great scales of justice, as we saw a moment ago.
So if those enormous scales are fall completely to the black side, does that mean...
Let's do our very best to make sure that doesn't happen.
We don't have burning scales of justice for the jury?
Well, maybe you should have that.
Yeah, maybe you should. Or maybe you did. It's a scale, maybe. Maybe you did, but you don't have them anymore. Maybe like you got rid of them in what? 1901? I don't know.
Probably recently.
Yeah, you got rid of them in like 2012. Maybe you should. We do. The American justice system is all flames and all...
Yeah, our justice system is up in flames.
It's close enough. It's close enough. Now I'm even more worried than I was before.
Very well. The court acknowledges the change in the jury's stance. Counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
This is a nightmare. Oh, you already messed this up with a joke. This is a joke. Out of curiosity, are there like do I have chances while questioning to prevent this, or does it happen like on a planned schedule that you have to eventually change or whatever?
You're not doing anything wrong.
Okay. Well, no, I'm asking like let's say in the future, like in a future case, like there's 6 jurors, right? If I make certain, if it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah,
you'll learn what the mechanic is soon enough. I just don't want to say too much so you can experience it.
In America, instead of smacking a wooden hammer, we shoot a shotgun into the target. You get to change choices soon. Okay, cool. He stabbed him, you say, and you were sitting on the roof deck, were you?
Yes, that's right, sir. I was up in the roof seats.
I remember seeing the little gent sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I've been thinking about a new hat design, you see, so I was just gazing absentmindedly around. But then, I happened to look down through the skylight. It was sticking out of his belly. It was that huge, great knife.
A grim sight indeed.
Ah, that didn't help me at all. She's cleaning a lot. It looks like they're even more convinced my client did it than they were before.
That appears to have made everyone even more dubious that Mr. McGilvard is telling the truth.
Order in the court. Order in the court. Order in the court. Cock shotgun. As a Canadian, the justice system is entirely fueled by beavers and maple syrup. Let's go. Honestly, that's a better justice system than we have here right now.
If only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions.
Mr. First. Oh, yes, sir. Is it the knife? Is this the knife you saw? Oh, good grief, yes, that's it. That's the very one, sir. Is that? Yes, Consul. This is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a stake through the heart. Please, do not try to actually take a wooden stake to my heart. It definitely would not hurt me. Not any more than a normal, living, everyday human. Of course, which then may potentially mean death, so do not do it, no! And please, take that cross away from me. Not because I am affected by it anyway, no. Just, you know.
I mean, I think he has a cross on his is that a cross on his, like, thingy there?
What the sea, I guess, what the sea, yeah. Hey, you can't do that, it's just a good source of vanilla flavoring. Order the court, chucks a beaver at a fucking lamp. Oh my god. I'm gonna stop. Damn. I'm gonna fucking shoot you for damn onion. Yeah, eating garlic.
That is blade of considerable size, Council.
It is, and furthermore, the scabbard is embezzled prominently with a certain initial. The letter M, which seems oddly familiar. Please no. M for Magnus, perhaps? Or McGilded, possibly. Take your pick. It seems this particular big name in London made a magnificent mistake. It's a damn letter knife. That ain't shit for a blade. But there are M's everywhere. Like, yes! Like in Mason!
Objection!
This blade is far too extravagant for a poor brickmaker to have owned. No, this was the weapon of murder and almost certainly belongs to the accused.
That conclusion was certainly compelling, Council.
And we are going to examine that today.
My lord, if you'll forgive the interruption.
Juror number 2, go on.
Mr. McGilded is a pillar of society and a gentleman's word should be sacrosanct. However, those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Wait, what are you about to do?
Dispose of the rubbish.
Down the bourgeoisie! Is the hot vampire guy descendant of Von Karma? No, I don't think so. No!
I don't wish to cause offense, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and grime.
God damn, brutal.
I have painstakingly typed every word uttered here today and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I am now in a position to draw the only logical conclusion.
Jesus! Not again!
That's 4 out of 6 jury members who've proposed a guilty verdict. There are only 2 left.
We've had it. Every time I press these witnesses for more information, I make the situation worse.
Nevertheless, what we need more than anything at the moment is more information. We're still very much in the dark.
I suppose I'll just have to keep pressing the witnesses, knowing that more sparks may well fly.
We mustn't give up hope that we'll uncover something that will give us a way to fight back.
But... Alright, I'll keep trying. I can't give up. I'll just need to keep calm, listen to the witnesses' statements again. Oh, did I go through all of them? I did.
You did get evidence, though.
I know, I'm taking a look at that. I'm just trying to remember which one it is. I gotta do present. So here... There is a big M. An ornate letter M, undeniably Mr. Magnus McGilded's initial.
And it's beautifully gilded, too. Must be very valuable, I should think.
Unless it's a W. Ah!
What is it?
Look at this M. You turn it upside down, it becomes a W. It can change everything, god damn it!
W.
Yes, this is one of those, you know, turnabout cases. I'm sure of it.
I'm afraid I don't know at all, but what I'm sure of is that this is an M.
Oh, well, that was an idea quickly flashed. God damn it! The game fucking called me out. The game's like, we know you've played Ace Attorney 1 through 3. Now get ready to suffer as all of the logic from those games gets thrown out the window and you have to suffer through the rest of it.
Well, I mean, I like that they do that, you know, they don't insult your intelligence. They're like, yeah, we know, but that's not it.
Yeah.
So don't.
All people on the screen share the same single brain cell. Yeah, thank you. Yes, that's an M. Can I open the knife? There we go.
That part is the sheath, isn't it? Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, sorry, yes. I just don't really like blades.
Oh. Those would seem like the words of a man
I was
who
about to
has
say
Hana
that.
slung from his waist.
I was about to say that. That's not a blade, that's Kazuma's soul. Anyway.
I'll tell you later.
Let's delay. Let's see what this blade looks like. No, tell me now. Tell me now. Oh, God. That might be a little bit of blood. Ugh, that looks like a lot of blood.
It surely is blood. The victims.
Ugh, an Englishman's blood looks a lot like a Japanese man's blood.
Did you think it wouldn't?
Just Fred wine. Sorry, just that we've only arrived here in Great Britain. I'm finding it a little hard to adjust.
Yes, I do understand.
There's blood. You see, like, what's his name, Van Dyke or whatever, in the background, just like, must keep calm. Like, kind of, so decadent. It's like a Ghirardelli chocolate but for vampires, like myself.
Examine the tip.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Nothing inside the sheath. Let's try one more time. Anything else different? Nope. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's about it. That's all I got, really.
I think so, yeah.
What exactly did you see?
Oh, well, sir, that would be the passenger, sir. Yes, collapse on the floor. He will. Oh.
And by the passenger, obviously you're referring to the victim, Mr. Mason, the brick maker.
And there's the other passenger that had the knife in his hand, like this.
By the other passenger, obviously you're referring to the accused, Mr. Magnus McGilded.
And plunge it down like this, stabbing the other passenger in the belly.
What?
Order, order! It's hard to believe that one of London's greatest philanthropists. This is damning indeed.
The law knows no philanthropist, my lord. Only the innocent and the guilty. Whose blood gets drinking mysteriously overnight. Do not question it. Good deeds mean nothing when overshadowed by evil. The truth is everything.
Couldn't agree more, sir. The truth.
All right. So what happened? You went to people in the close cabin area with the victim and the defendant, and So help me, 3 whole people witnessed the man trying to defend the deed.
I don't like to be pessimistic, but we do seem to be in a rather difficult situation here.
What am I supposed to think here? Is McGilded really innocent? Or could it be?
Before we jump to conclusions, our first task should be to gather information. We need to understand the case much better than we do at the moment.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Listen to those witnesses' statements again a little more carefully this time. So there has to be a contradiction in one of these. That was like a murderer, yeah. See, Beppo was saying he saw the stab, but he couldn't have seen the stab if he stopped the bus. You know what I'm saying? If he was driving.
Maybe press. This is one of the ones you have to press in order or whatever. Because you pressed him already. Maybe you have to press the other guy again. Trying to remember.
I'm gonna take a look at something real quick. Can he even see? He can't see the skylight. You can't see the skylight from where he's sitting.
Oh.
That's a fucking
It's
lie.
been so long since
You goddamn,
good one.
you goddamn bastard. Fucking lying piece of shit. I think it's Beagle because he has a whip. Yeah, maybe. What is this? Oh, fuck.
So sorry, Castle, I failed to see the connection.
Oh.
And for heaven's sake, would you kindly desist from that wide-eyed, panic-stricken look you ought to wear?
But it's the only panic look I know. Okay, so that one did not work. Let's just go through these real quick.
Oh yeah, he got cut off last time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
What?
Excuse me. No, it was something on my end. Don't worry about it.
Seems more shit the whole thing's yeah. I don't know if it's just like Pog or something. I don't fucking care. They shot us over the first time.
If this wasn't a court of law, I would have felt compelled to take on for that lapse in judgment.
No. I'll be more careful. As we have heard, the witness has an unfettered view of the events unfolding. Would you not concur, coachman? Your diddling suggests that you would.
Oh, yes, sir.
So they recognize if you ask more than once. God damn it. Can I present here? No, I cannot. look okay. Alright, I'm gonna retry pressing the first two again. I did the third, fourth, and fifth one again, but like I tried the first two. So, is there like a mark, like an exclamation point next to someone when it happens, or do I have to check every?
I think it usually has an exclamation point.
Alright, cool.
But I can't remember. I think it does.
My lord, I wish to speak.
Yes, Jordan.
Yes, door number 5. Do I take it that you too, as the master of the London Guild of Coachmen, the idea of a murder being committed on one of the city's characters is utterly abhorrent to me. Would it be right to make a decision before hearing all the facts, though? I say to myself. But I've heard enough now. The horse has bolted, as they say.
No, please just keep an open mind a little.
Yep, now Silver Blaze, the finish is in sight. Pebble's a long-standing member of the guild, and I trust what this man says. Oh, thank you, sir. It's kind, sir.
This is too unkind, sir. Which now means that 5 jurors agreed to condemn this man. That's not a real cross. That's a Florida whatever it is. I know I know some tables in my house had some like Madame Juror number 6.
Yes, dear. What can I do for you?
You have heard the testimony of the witnesses in the stand.
Oh, yes, I certainly have. Still got my hearing, you know.
Then, pray tell, what have you yet to pronounce your leaning?
Well, dear, the thing is, I'm a creature of habit, me. I always go to the park at around this time of day and sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting. There's a lovely little park just near where I live. A gilded park, it's called. Gentlemen donated to the city, you know. Put a smile on Londoners' faces, he said. I can't imagine such a fine young gentleman would have had it in him to take another man's life.
He's always doing wonderful things for the city.
That's why a man like them will stand anywhere, surely. Oh, Mom, maybe we go to the Gilded Public Library later and borrow some more books. How many Londoners live with their heads in the clouds? Do you people not know? What kind of man Magnus McGilden really is?
Yes, his theme. Let's go.
Oh, let me listen to this. The philanthropist Magnus McGilden has enough wealth to purchase the entire city he claims to value so highly. But where did all that wealth come from? Your client is the Shylock, sir, and one of the very darkest of souls. What?
Down the crows.
He lends money at exorbitant rates of interest so his victims have no hope of repaying him. When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He is a vulture that preys on the weak.
I've never heard any mention of that before.
Your faculties haven't deserted you, I'm sure, madame. So has this thought not crossed your mind? Would a man wealthy enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own? That's actually a good point, fuck. What possible reason could this man have had to make use of public omnibus service? You're not saying that the victim, a poor brick maker, had next to nothing to his name save considerable financial liability. It comes at no surprise that his creditor was the accused, Magnus McGill. But let it be known that the very day Mr. Mason was killed was the final repayment date for his debts.
Good gracious.
The brick maker was destitute. He lost his house. He had not a ceiling of which to repay his debts. And in the end, his pitiful soul had the very last thing he owned taken from him. His life. By the merciless philanthropist pretender Magnus McGill did. I don't believe it.
If I might add something briefly.
Miss Susano.
You claim that the victim had been lent money by Mr. McGilder. But where's the evidence to support your claim?
Let me pour my blood real quick. Pray forgive the discourtesy of feeling my hollow chalice in the court of law.
There it is. Lord Van Zeek's hollow chalice.
How does be considered acceptable? He's drinking on the job. But I find myself in an unexpectedly good humor. I heard ladies from the Far East could show great courage, but I did not expect to experience it myself.
As judicial assistant to the defense, I am simply doing my job.
What a pity the display of courage is in vain. Just like my fangs were in the victim's neck that night! High five, Steph. That was really good. That was really
That was
good.
a good one. That was a good one.
Oh, thank you. God, I'm so funny.
Someone clip that.
I did. I should have put a clip in there just in case.
God, I'm so funny.
This is
I want that clip and played out of context forever.
This is the debtor's ledger, which details all monies loaned by the accused. You will find the victim's name clearly recorded inside.
Oh.
Allow me to present the ledger as evidence. And pray forgive the discourtesy of raising my chalice in toast to the enigmatic East at the same time.
Marvelous toast, Castle. I will gladly accept this new evidence.
Oh, beans. In vain, which I been that exactly.
Oh yes, 20 guineas. A victim owed a considerable sum.
And the accused made quite certain he had ample recompense. Hold on. Don't do anything yet, Granny. This portfolio must contain all sorts of secrets of London's gentry.
Oh dear, do you really think we ought to look inside?
Yes. Well, it's not as though we're going to know any of London's gentry personally, is it? The vampire guy is Von Karma when he was young, I just know it. Apart from the great detective friend, perhaps. Actually, I wonder.
I assure you we will not find Mr. Sholmes's name inside.
Think of it. Have we ever seen the vampire dude and Von Karma in the same room? No, we haven't. That's a good point. Well, let's see what we find. It's Shlom's name!
Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it?
Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off.
Ah, goodness.
What is it?
Look at this. Do you see the name here?
Bruce Fairplay. Should that mean something to me? It does sound strangely familiar, actually.
Bruce Fairplay, the witness testifying at this very moment.
Oh yes, of course, the banker! Why is his name in here? Oh, I borrowed 20 guineas, did he? And look, the repayment date is fast approaching!
It's possible that this is just a coincidence, of course, but this could be very useful information.
Ooh, yeah, it is. Is there anything else? That's just the only one. Okay, yeah.
Well, it would seem I've had the wool pulled over my eyes.
Regrettably, madame. That is the modus operandi of the accused.
And it's such a pretty little park, too. What a scoundrel.
Alright, see you later, Chip.
Still, maybe it's all for the best.
Wait a minute, let me...
I don't stand for nonsense.
Cut. Big mood.
Big mood. That was it, the last juror's decision. Do you have like a closing statement?
According to the Encyclopedia of British Law, when all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That's what it says here.
The final verdict. It's over then.
Oh! There's a footnote, though.
A footnote?
However, the defense...
All 6 members of the jury are now in agreement in this case.
Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous decision.
According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial by delivering my final verdict. I trust there are no objections.
Mr. Sato, just tell me one thing.
Oh, yes?
You were in the middle of saying something before. Footnote in your Encyclopedia of British Law. However, the defense... What did it say next?
Oh, yes, of course. One moment. When all members of the jury have concluded the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. Then the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a summation examination of the jurors at this point.
Ooh. A summation examination? A summation examination. From which century has a tome you have there been resurrected? Perhaps the century I myself which was born. Judging from the binding, I would say the book's at least 50 years old. Any modern text of British law wouldn't even give such an antiquated procedure a mention. It's a relic, long forgotten, and certainly no longer practiced. So you're out of luck.
Oh.
What even is it, Mr. Sato? This so-called summation examination.
Oh, one moment, and I'll read about it.
You would demand the right to a procedure before you even understand what it entails. Typical Nipponese.
All right, Mr. Naruhodo, I think I understand. It seems that under this procedure, we would be able to appeal to the members of the jury.
To do what exactly?
Appeal to them to change their leaning and reverse their decisions. It says here that, if successful, the proceedings of the trial must be resumed.
Make them reverse their decisions.
Yes, in times gone by, the barristers would use the summation examination to attempt to influence the jury's decision. But the procedure became something of a formality with no practical benefit, really, so it rather fell out of use.
I wonder why.
Because it was devoid of purpose. Changing just one member of the jury's mind would be hard enough, let alone several. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert his right to try in this day and age.
Still, I don't see any mention of the procedure actually being formally revoked.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that although it may be antiquated and virtually forgotten, it isn't yet extinct. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
A summation examination, our last possible option. Do we assert our right to carry it out or admit defeat? Ah, forget it! Jinx. Yell me a soda. Turn our right. Let's go, baby. The defense wishes to assert its right to summation examination, my lord.
Objection!
London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain buried. But if it is our right, it is our right. I believe it can prove vital in this trial.
The defense's position is perfectly valid. The court will proceed. Summation examination.
This is madness.
Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready?
Huh?
Well, I'm not, there was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so all members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached their decision. On what grounds? You must justify all your decisions and explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty.
Well, my lord, you're rather putting us on the spot.
Most irregular. No mention of this was made before.
Oh, we're just having fun. I wanted to kill him. No big deal. I don't really hold it with my justifying lark. That seems to have thrown the jurors off.
Seems none of them have experienced this before.
All right, then. A summation examination? A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for. To turn this trial around. A turnabout, you might say.
So be it then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby calls upon you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant, Magnus McGilded, guilty of this most serious crime.
God.
There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him.
I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence.
He stuck the chat next to him like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen.
I have simply typed and collated all the statements made thus far and drawn the logical conclusion.
You can trust the guild. Fair fares is our motto. We haven't raised our prices above 4 pence for years.
Oh, you bastard. There was a 5th.
The scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor. It beggars belief.
That's also a lie. So we have 2 things to hit I wish I hadn't pushed for this now.
Some of the juries don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they?
Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get these 6 people to change their minds. I'll throw everything I can at them in some very persuasive language.
Just a moment, Mr. Naruhodo. According to my book, that's not quite how it works.
Oh? I thought I was going to follow their icy minds with some heartwarming rhetoric about the defendant.
Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to heed anything the defense says.
But then...
They've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Your pleas will just sound like excuses. In fact, it could recoil on you. The more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they may become.
Then what on earth am I supposed to do?
Oh dear, I'm just citing what I've read about British law, Mr. Naruhodo.
Right, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how to make this work, then?
Well, from what I can understand, the key to this procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments.
What do you mean?
Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a unified front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together.
Basically, we have to pit them against each other. Got you. That's the way to break them down, you mean?
Yes, exactly. We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury says, and see if we can identify any contradictory statements. If we can then contrast the statements and pit the corresponding jurors against each other.
I see. So it's contradictions in what 2 more jurors say that we're looking for. In a way, then, this is similar to the regular cross-examination.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right.
I've already found 2 of them. Find contradictions in their statements and pit the jurors against one another to break them down. Alright, I might be able to pull this one off. No, that's not right. I have to pull this off!
Can we start the proceedings, counsel? I would ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal.
Yes, my lord! Can I use my sword to slice people?
Objection!
These 2 statements clearly contradict each other.
Do they? Explain yourself, counsel.
Me? Oh dear, what have I said?
I swear on Silver Blaze's name, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about.
According to the group's testimony we've heard so far, there were 4 passengers on the omnibus at the night in question. And according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 20 pence in fares.
Quite right, I have those precise details typed neatly here in front of me.
And juror number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence.
That it is. Fair, convenient, single price. The way London carriages should be operated.
But it doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts.
Why, man, why?
4 passengers paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication...
Ah! It would be 16 pence.
Exactly as I said. It doesn't add up. The figures are different. By 4 pence, in fact, or precisely 1 person's fare.
1 person's fare?
Yes, in other words, on the omnibus that night, it was distinctly possible there was another passenger we've heard nothing about.
Good gracious.
This can't be right. The coachman of the guilds are good, honest men, one and all. Trustworthiness is our watchword.
The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up. Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy.
Damn! Fucking wreck him.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news will surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact he let nefarious characters ride on his omnibus. Oh dear. All right then, how do I make this miserable trial? How do I make it so this miserable trial doesn't end then?
Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire into the innocent side of the set of scales.
Now hold your horses there, coachman. We're all in agreement. Why do you have to go and...
Wait until I get my hands on you, Beppo!
Ugh, this is all very irritating.
Begging your pardon, sir. I'm going to do the same.
Damn, let's go.
For the love of Mike! Not you as well!
A penny can be the difference between a smile and a tear, after all. I certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exacting standards in financial matters.
Damn.
Oh, really?
I, for one, think it's only proper that we hear from the witnesses again. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. You did it. We can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds. We can force the trial to continue.
2 more. Actually, there is something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions.
Then that's where you must strike next.
They put 2 more jurors against each other, and there's another contradiction in the assertions.
Exactly. You could do it.
Oh, the scales of justice have shifted, but they still weigh heavily on the side of guilt. Counsel, you have the floor again. Continue with your summation examination.
From the slip pod. Oh, yeah, go for it.
I was wondering if you wanted me to read that or not.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm changing my lead into innocent. I should like to hear what the slipshod bookkeeper has to say for himself.
Beppo, this trial's continuous, so I have to get to the bottom of this corruption. Not guilty, I say.
Objection!
Those 2 statements are completely contradictory.
What? Explain yourself, counsel, post haste.
Oh, dearie me, was I was only knitting a jumper for my other half.
What is this claptrap? What does contradictory even mean, I ask you? We've heard from more than one witness that they've all allegedly saw the actual moment when the defendant stabbed the victim. Now, out of curiosity, juror number 3. What? Can't you tell I'm busy here? How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it? Ha! Want to test me, do you? Like this, stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up, like a prim banker said.
Yes, that was Mr. Fairplay's testimony, quite true.
Now then, juror number 6.
Oh, is that me, is it? What can I do for you, young man?
How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madame?
Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it. It was like this. He stabbed the poor man after he'd collapsed on the floor. The coachman said so.
Now don't move! Take a look at these 2 jurors. He stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up. And he stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor.
Well, I never. They're stabbing in totally different directions.
What?
Bless my stitches, what a muddle.
What this tells us is that there's strong possibility one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth.
Oh.
But why the dickens would they lie? I don't know yet, but I want to know. Is that if the trial ends at this point, we may never find out. We may never know the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let that happen in all good consciousness?
Lies, you say? Oh, dearie me. I can't abide people telling lies. The scales.
I don't believe it! Wait! Now hear this, my fellow jurors, I warn you, you cannot listen to this man. Look at him in his black suit. He's clearly some devious Eastern sorcerer using magic on us all. If I could use magic, you would think I'd be putting myself through all this. Answer me this, Dark Jinx. Huh? Me? What exactly is the problem here? What of these two witnesses have slightly different recollections of the events? What of it? Let's say that Shylock did stab the victim when he sat next to him on the omnibus. And this young dandy saw him do it. And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor, and the young Shylock stabbed him again. This old lady saw him do it. Well, let's say it didn't happen like that,
Who you calling dandy, sir? Why I should take this knife to you?
Who are you calling old? Why I should take this needle to you?
They're ready to kill each other now. But could the foreman of the jury be right? The two witnesses, single stab wound, yep. Damn, old lady giving death threats, damn straight. Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman.
What does he say, Dark Jinx? Come on, out with it.
What you're suggesting is impossible. It's out of the question.
What are you talking about, man? How could you possibly say that? You do realize that I'm only doing my job. As a foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction. So where's your evidence, man?
That's what we want to see. I say the two witnesses saw two different things as the same crime. You say it's out of the question. Show me proof! Look, the only way I'm going to convince him is to present him with something he can't dismiss. Irrefutable hard evidence. As you wish.
What?
I'll give you the proof. It's out of question that two witnesses saw two different moments of time, as proven by the autopsy report. This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen only once.
Only once?
It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time. Which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen two different times.
Alright, I concede defeat.
What an asshole. Wait, that means 4 jurors are now leading to not guilty.
We've done it, Mr. Naruhodo. We've won.
What are you playing at, you dandy fool?
Shut your trap, sir. No one deceives me.
But we had a consensus.
I said shut your trap. I know a liar when I see one, and if the chap ever dares cross the threshold of my shop, take this razor sharp blade and
oh my god, can you please not, like, look at that fucking tongue first off. Like, oh my god, that thing's flexible as shit.
Steph, please do not fixate on this. No.
I'm just saying.
Change the frame, please. I beg of you.
Please tell me he's a barber. God, that tongue is fucking wild.
All in quite remarkable turn of events, the defense summation examination has flipped the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors shall now stand at 2 guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there is no longer a large enough majority among the jury for me to adjudicate, and the trial must continue.
I know, right, Cammy?
I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to their places, and I call upon all of you to continue your pursuit of the truth.
How much longer do you think we have at this trial, out of curiosity?
We have a lot to go.
So we'll probably end it off in a second or two, but yeah.
So, Lord Van Zieks, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution if you please.
Having
So
say,
edgy.
fan.
So edgy.
So edgy. Just like all the glass shards in his wrist right now. Having savored the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hollow chalice, it may seem crass to crush it to dust. Please, pray forgive the discourtesy.
Oh, Lord Van Zieks!
Is it cold in here? Or is it just me? As your antiquated tome no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during a summation examination. So I honor a deathly silence and listen to the charade. It seems I've overestimated the intelligence of the jury. Well, no matter. There is nothing so hard to prove as self-evident truth, it would seem. No, and why else would we grace the courtroom with our presence after all? So, let us proceed to the next round of battle. Bring forth the witnesses once more!
Time to cape off.
Yeah, he's getting serious now.
It's time to get sexy for battle.
Witnesses! I trust you heard the summation examination we'd have to endure.
Oh, yeah, sure, I did. Of course I heard it.
Oh, yes, sir, I heard it.
You, sir, on the end, coachman. I believe it is Bob.
Yes, sir, yes, my lord, sir.
It inspires that you, in your previous testimony, were attempting to veil the presence of a fifth passenger on your omnibus. You will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear that in mind, sir.
Oh mio Dio. Oh.
Well then, witnesses, I hereby call you to testify before the court again. You will explain the various misgivings brought by our attention to the defense's summation examination.
Kind of crazy that the franchise Castlevania stole this character and made an entire series of him, right? Alright. So, you said we have a lot more to go, right?
Yeah. So we can hear them and then quit, or we could. I don't know. It's up to you. How late do you want to go tonight? Because like.
I think, because here's the thing. The moment I catch on to something, I'm going to chase it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to be able to stop for hours. I'm having so much fun with this Dracula voice. So I think we're going to call it here then.
Alright. Can you even save right now?
Options. Records. Save! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Okay. Alright, guys. I want to say a big thank you for hanging out with me today. I do sincerely appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. What did you send me? I can't repeat that on stream. Anyways. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's funny. Okay. Guys, I want to say thank you very much for joining on with me today. As you guys know, this will be up on YouTube by Saturday. It's going to be all good stuff. Hope you all had a fantastic time with me. Thanks for streaming. My pleasure. I really love Dracula. I'm so excited.
Dracula's fun. It's unfortunate, the microaggressions, but Dracula's fun.
Dracula is fun. He's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I enjoy it. I hope you guys are really enjoying it too. Anyways, big thank you again. We're gonna rate Big Mochi, who's playing Splatoon 3. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube. Very important stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube because we have a whole bunch of stuff going on there today. Join the raid message. Check out Elijah for all his hard work on the stream. And join the Discord if you haven't already. And don't forget to leave a follow. That's very important stuff. Katie, as always, thank you for joining with me. I hope you had a fantastic time.
I always do. I could always go for ages on this.
If I didn't have work tomorrow, right? One day we'll just take off work on Wednesday. We'll just call a day off. We'll do a 24. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I did super binge this game so hard.
All right. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all stay safe. Stay Botanist Cool. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.